I am so excited to be coming into the page today to share with you why value is queen. Can we all agree that feeling spammy, the cold messaging, the copy paste, post, can we all agree that those just don't feel good? They don't feel good to do. They don't feel good to ask other people to do for us. So why are we doing it, right? I am Sarah Glenn, the CEO and creator of Social Jane Media. This is a branding and lifestyle agency where we are leading with value and we are helping entrepreneurs like yourself discover and nourish your unique brand and doing it in a really authentic way that feels great to you. So we're going to talk today about why is value so important and why is leading with value just feels so different than sending those, spammy copy paste messages, right? I mean, for example, I just got one of those in Messenger this morning, and this was from an entrepreneur that had sent me that message 4 days prior. So this really just goes to show you that the educational piece of that puzzle is really missing. And it's people like you and I, like when we see those kinds of things happening, instead of getting snarky or judgy about, seeing someone else asking you to do this gross copy paste message for them, instead of getting judgy about it, let's help them. Let's show them a better way. And that's really what I've found in the Goal Digger community. That is exactly what the messaging is. How can we find a better way to be more authentic and just step into being a CEO of your business and doing it in a way that feels really, really good to you? So we're going to talk about value. And what I would like to share with you guys is when you think about what makes you valuable, a lot of us have this mindset of, oh, well, I'm just so-and-so. I'm just a girl. I'm just someone, who's always worked corporate. I'm just insert some sort of unworthy assumption. You are never just anything. You're amazing. You have a ton of value to offer. So what I would like you to think about is think back to a time, maybe it was like 3 to 5 years ago, the version of yourself and what kind of things were on your mind then. Like what kept you up at night? What got you out of bed excited in the morning? Were there some things that happened in your day-to-day where you found solutions to level up your life, to feel better, to grow your business? Like what were those solutions that you found that maybe at this point you're actually taking for granted a little bit because you weren't necessarily thinking of the solution from the mindset of an entrepreneur? So a lot of us sort of go through life and we're like, the things that come easy to us or the things we like to talk about, the things that our friends always come to us for advice for, we take those things for granted sometimes because it's just natural, right? It's sort of part of your DNA that you're like, okay, I love to talk about XYZ. So to you, you don't actually find the value piece in that. Not the same way other people do. So I really encourage you to kind of peel back the layers a little bit and asking the right questions when it comes to discovering how it is that you're going to provide this free value for your audience. Asking the right questions is vital. So I do actually have a free workbook, and it really outlines all of those types of questions, the questions that are going to help you dig a little bit deeper and dive into the how of discovering and then offering that value piece to your audience. I am very much of the mindset that leading with value is exactly where online business is going. People are sick of being sold to. What was working in 2020 is not working in 2023. I think we can all attest to that, seeing the change, right? And so that's where leading with value can really set you apart because you are 100% authentic and different than anybody around you. So it does not matter if you feel like the market is saturated with other people that are in similar businesses to you. that doesn't matter. No one is doing it the way you're doing it, and no one's going to convey the message the way you will. So that is why value is queen. So I'm going to kind of run through a few of the questions that are on the discovery questionnaire, just so you guys can get a taste of what kind of information is really needed when it comes to figuring out how you want to share that value, and then how you turn it into a lead magnet that brings your ideal clients straight to you. So something to remember is like having a freebie and a lead magnet that is specific to you is absolutely one of your biggest strengths. This is a way for you to build a community of people that actually want to be there. Like, let me say that again. Build a community of people that actually want to be there. I mean, how fantastic would it be for you to show up in your group every single day and you know that every person that's in that group is not there by accident? Having a group of 40, 50,000 people is fantastic. But if less than 10% of that group is engaged or is even wanting to be there, then it does you no good that the size of the group is like that, right? I would rather have a group of 200 people that are fully engaged and ready and wanting the information that I am providing than a group of 40,000 that doesn't even know that I'm, the one running the group or providing the information. There's a huge difference. So building a community of people that want to be there is by far one of the most important aspects of building that authentic brand. So, like I had mentioned before, you want to think back to the version of you when you had some issues, you had some problems. Like, let's be real, everybody's got problems and issues, it's a sliding scale. They never really go away. What changes is our perspective and how we choose to respond to those issues and problems and etc. Right? So that's where you come into play, is you think back to, okay, where did I get good results once before, or, anytime before in my life? Was it maybe through a weight loss program? Did I find a coaching program? Where was it that I had a problem and then I found a solution for it? Now, how can I turn that information into something valuable to share with somebody else? So for example, let's say you're in like makeup or skincare or something, and you're like a network marketing business, or maybe you just are a makeup artist. Well, okay, maybe a problem that you used to have was dry skin, acne, whatever the skin issues might have been. And your solution was that you discovered, okay, drinking 100 ounces of water a day, eating a little bit cleaner, maybe taking a gut health supplement, and then having really high quality products that you actually put on your face led to the result of having better skin. So could you not then turn around and make a cheat sheet in Canva that is, my top 5 tips to glowing skin, and then you just sort of bullet point it for people? So that's what I mean whenever I say, think back to a time that you got good results on something, and then turn around and share that with somebody else. So it's questions like this that are really going to not only help you with the discovery process of really uncovering, like, okay, what makes me valuable? What's something that I might take for granted that I'm not really sharing with my community right now because I'm not really even thinking about it? So that's why this questionnaire that I'm giving to you guys for free, those are the types of things that you want to think about. What comes easy to you? What do you just always want to talk about? Or maybe you're with a group of friends and they're just like, okay, we know you love to talk about gut health. Can we talk about something else now? That right there tells you that maybe you should make a freebie on gut health if someone's always saying that to you. So yeah, value is one of the most important pieces of the puzzle. And I really, really hope that after just spending a few minutes together here today, that you guys can kind of see that shift of, if you have a product or a service that you sell, that is fantastic. That's amazing. That's the new age of commerce, right, is everybody is online and they are soaking up information, they're shopping, they're learning, they're online to do stuff, right? So why can't you be the resource? When you start to become the valuable resource for your community, that means that when they're ready to buy what you have, you become the no-brainer option for them. Your product, your service becomes just the logical next step for them when they decide, okay, yeah, I think I'm ready to focus on my skin health, or I think I'm ready to get a business coach. You want them to think of you. And the best way to have that happen is to be the valuable resource and be the one that's providing the info. So I'll end this with, I do actually have a workshop happening where I expand on how to discover your value piece, how that then leads to really major connections with your audience. I have a workshop happening inside of my Facebook group, Social Jane. So if you'd like to join me over there, I would absolutely love to have you. And I really, really hope that today's brief little training has been super helpful. Again, my name is Sarah Glenn, and I can't wait to chat with most of you very, very soon. Bye.